2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18 to 20. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
South Korea successfully test-fired a submarine-launched ballistic missile. The missile was fired underwater from the newly commissioned submarine An Chang-ho and flew the planned distance before hitting its target. North Korea is under international sanctions for its nuclear weapons and ballistic missile programs. It says it needs them to defend itself against a possible US invasion. The North's weapons programs appear to have made rapid progress under leader Kim.
On Iran and North Korea, nuclear programs that present serious threats to American security and the security of the world. We're going to be working closely with our allies to address the threats posed by both of these countries through diplomacy as well as stern deterrence.
Thank you.
In 2018, Donald Trump was the first US president to meet with a North Korean leader. Their mutual affection brought about a moratorium on long-range missile testing, though it failed to bring about peace.
It's an EMP!
But it's also a real threat, experts say, and it likely wouldn't look like that. An EMP attack, they say, is an intense burst of electromagnetic radiation. It can be triggered by detonating a nuclear weapon at high altitude, a weapon that could be launched by a rogue nation or a terrorist group with access to it. Detonated low to the ground, atomic weapons have a devastating physical shock. But detonated miles up in the atmosphere, experts say, the main impact is electrical, energy that doesn't kill people but spreads like lightning, striking any electrical grid or circuitry, feeding into them, burning them out. Whole cities could go dark. Security analyst James Carafano has written about EMP attacks.
In one single event, what could be disabled?
If you had a large-scale EMP event in the United States, everything would be disabled, because even things that weren't knocked out, let's say your car, which might be okay, but the electrical grid's going to be gone. There's going to be no way to do traffic lights. There's going to be no way to land ships. There's no way to get fuel to the gas stations to refuel your car. And if you got them there, the gas pumps wouldn't work.
But with a large-scale EMP attack, experts say, computers would fail, telecommunications cut off, bank accounts inaccessible. They say that's because the transformers that power many electrical grids take a long time to manufacture and transport. And with transportation knocked out by the attack, that prolongs the isolation.
Anarchy, the end of civilization, coming soon to an America near you.
America can't collapse. We're as powerful as ancient Rome.
Take a look at this.
The modern world, an inexorable march of progress.
Sweet.
Or is it?
We're slaves to the system. Close the supermarket and we starve. Cut off the tap, we drink our cat's blood.
Who will survive in this new world? The man who is prepared.
Oh my God, this unsourced, undated video has convinced me beyond any doubt.
And I'm the guy you want to know when the stuff hits the fan. Homer, meet the Springfield Preppers. Now, Homer, what would you do in the case of an EMP?
Electromagnetic pulse.
A burst of radiation that knocks out every electrical system in the country.
When things go south, the sheeple will clean out every supermarket in town.
Typical sheeple.
Homer, we all know America's collapse is about 3 months away.
6 weeks at most.
There's always one alarmist. Anyway, when the 4 horsemen ride, we want you and your collaterals right here with us.
Oh. See? These are our bug-out bags. In here is everything we need to survive.
Survive what?
The looming kablooey.
It's reassuring to see you're aware of the future, but this is all a little creepy.
Creepy? Marge, the apocalypse is coming. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe never, but it's coming. and soon.
An EMP?
You know what that means?
Hand scissors.
Day 37 under the dome. We are facing intermittent power failures, which...
Yeah, okay. Okay.
One of the things she said in one of her speeches was, and this is a headline, she said that people should consider buying their Christmas presents right now because of supply chain problems all around the world. So that's the news from our vice president. Buy Christmas presents in August.
And that scares me because that sounds like shutdown. That sounds like we're going to expect that the economy is going to basically be locked down again, and that's frightening. Again, the Democrats have used the pandemic to control Americans, and basically that sounds like a very dangerous warning sign.
This morning with more on what this means for us.
Yeah, the big question, Cleo, is just how this is happening again. It feels like deja vu all over again.
Yeah, a lot of people. And I'm looking at that poll too, almost 90% saying should Texas join the national power grid, and they're going with a big yes.
If you don't buy your gifts now, you might not be able to get them. Between part shortages and massive shipping delays, gridlock is preventing all kinds of goods from getting to store shelves.
It's a traffic jam of epic proportions at sea. Dozens of cargo ships are lined up waiting their turn for unloading. Check out this satellite image taken this week off the port of Los Angeles. Count the ships. There are 58 in total. I chartered a fishing boat and headed out to sea to get a close-up look at the gridlock. We also took a drone along to get a bird's-eye view.
This shipping problem has to be seen to be believed. Dozens of massive cargo ships carrying tens of thousands of shipping containers stretching out for miles off the coast of Southern California. They're parked here for days, even weeks before they can dock and unload their cargo.
And it's not just a West Coast problem. Across the country in New York Harbor, they're all backed up too.
This is historic. It's epic.
Is it true that the government is paying farmers to destroy their crops? And the simple answer to that is yes, they are.
I initially heard about the government paying farmers to destroy their crops. I thought it was a load of bullshit. Well, lo and behold, we received our destruction notice the other day. So basically, there was two options on how to destroy the crop. The government could fly on Agent Orange, or we could manually destroy the crop ourselves. But we put too much blood, sweat, and tears in it to let them destroy it, so we decided to manually do it ourselves. Basically, it said if we used a lawnmower to destroy the crop, we could receive an extra $600 an acre. Something about the low carbon footprint or something. So that's what we're doing. Now, they really didn't tell us how many acres to destroy. They just said, get after it and we'll be watching you from satellite. We'll give you a call when you've destroyed enough. So I better get back after it.
Yep. Plowing it up. Government said they'd pay us $3,800 an acre. Hey, that's better than what Milo prices are right now. So, getting her done.
All right, I just want to say the Spirit had me all over with this one. But if you're part of the elect and you have the eyes to see, then you will understand, without me going into deep detail, what's going on and what's to come. With that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, and to say shalom to the elect.